Hey everyone, welcome back. What I'm about to tell you isn't meant to scare you, but it is meant to wake you up. Right now, we're seeing prices continue to rise, wages staying mostly flat, and a very real possibility that the US economy could start unraveling in a matter of days. I know that sounds extreme, but this isn't just speculation. Experts, economists, and industry insiders are all sounding the alarm. And the next 2 weeks? They could be the most critical we've seen in years when it comes to the US supply chain and economic stability. Now, before we dive in, if you appreciate these daily updates that cut through the noise and bring you the truth, take 2 seconds to hit that like button. It really helps more people see this, and it supports the channel so I can keep doing what I do. Let's get into what's actually happening. One major factor triggering this economic warning is the end of the de minimis rule, a policy that allowed goods under $800 to enter the US without being taxed or heavily inspected. That rule just expired, and the result is massive new tariffs on everyday products, in some cases as high as 145%. That's not just a small tax increase. That's a complete overhaul of the cost structure for imported goods, and millions of Americans are going to feel it. Just to give you a personal example, I ordered a small part from China, something that was supposed to cost me $28. Now, it's going to cost me $43, and it won't even arrive until May 18th. That's a 50% price increase and a shipping delay of weeks. And this is just the beginning. And it's not just happening to me. According to John Saroa, the executive director of the Port of Los Angeles, the busiest container port in the country, this is the worst trade disruption he's ever seen. Imports are down over 35% towards year over year, and he says retailers and manufacturers are slamming the brakes. Why? Because products that used to cost $10 now cost $25 or more. Businesses just can't justify those kinds of price jumps. Retailers are now telling us they have 5 to 7 weeks of inventory left. That's it. After that, shelves could start looking empty. And when inventory runs low but demand stays high, we all know what happens. Prices go up. A friend of mine who manages a major Walmart told me they're already discussing strategies. One option? Quietly raising prices to slow down purchases without alarming customers. Another? Shrinking the size of the store to make it look fully stocked, even when it's not. You might notice this happening soon. You'll walk into a store and see signs that say, "Pardon our mess," or "We're renovating." But they're not really renovating. They're just hiding the empty shelves behind plastic or temporary walls. It's smoke and mirrors, folks, and this ripple effect is hitting other industries hard, especially trucking. Fewer imports mean fewer deliveries. Fewer deliveries mean layoffs. And that's already starting to happen. People are losing their jobs. Businesses are tightening up. And families are starting to feel the squeeze. Now here's the real danger. Our wages aren't rising. But everything else is. That means the average American is spending more than they're earning. And that's a recipe for collapse. If companies start raising wages to keep up, they'll raise prices even more to cover it. And just like that, we spiral right back into inflation territory. It's a cycle we can't afford to repeat. Some economists believe this spiral, this potential collapse, could begin within the next 7 to 14 days. That doesn't mean everything falls apart overnight, but it does mean the wheels could already be turning, and we might not see the full impact until it's too late. So, what can we do? The truth is, a lot of this depends on trade negotiations and decisions being made behind closed doors. But what you can do is stay informed, stay prepared, and be smart with your spending in the weeks ahead. I'll keep bringing you the latest updates as they come in. No fluff, no fear-mongering, just the facts. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments. Have you started noticing changes at your local stores or in your online orders? I read every single one. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next update.